and score quickly from the very first delivery. And as strong as a position that Bangladesh are in, you don't want to have this innings fold away through some poor cricket. They've played exceptional cricket for 16 overs. Exceptional, particularly Lytton Das. Oh, it's going to be Chris Jordan. They've been a little bit on the short side today, the seamers. This will just be one, down to Archer at long on.
On a wicket like this, you'd much rather bowl it up to the batters, particularly with the overhead conditions. Early on, you'd expect Archer and company, the pace bowlers, to bowl more than 50% short. That has given the opportunity, with just a touch sluggishness of the wicket, to use that shortness of the deliveries to really manufacture the shots and play either down the ground or square of the wicket on either side. So Mr. Jordan needs to just maybe pitch the ball up, maybe even now try and get a hint of a swing or a little bit of a shape in. Reverse won't come into the white ball, and it is only 16 overs old. Has got to be disciplined bowling.
Yeah, they've been a little bit on the short side, and I think the spinners have been a little bit on the full side. It doesn't seem to have turned as much as what it did, or spun as much as it did in the first T20 international played here, which was obviously the second one. But we'll only really know how the surface plays when someone like Shakib bowls it into the wicket, back of a length, and the ball tends to hold and bite.
Interesting HD. This is the same track that was used in the second T20. You had a good look at it. Did you expect for ball? It has come on. The batters understandably have been more attacking, but the manner in which they got the big shots in, you'd compare the same kind of attitude, no one really struggling to get into the 120 mark, and look at the score now. Almost 4 overs, less than 4 overs to go, 138.
Sent back, wisely so. This is his highest score in T20 internationals now, Lytton Das. Want to add a few more. Yeah, look, I think there would have been a bit of moisture that would have been put into the surface after that second T20 international, but I don't think. I think the seamers have been too short. I said earlier, I think the spinners have been too full. When you bowl the cutters into the surface, like the seamers, you've still got to bowl it on that good length. And spinners need to bowl a little bit shorter, just a touch shorter.
Doing well. He's done well with of the 5 deliveries bowled, 3 have been really pitched up. The Yorker length balls, it's been just the 3 runs, 5 runs in the previous over, building up a little bit of pressure on the Bangladeshi batters. Something's got to give here. You'll feel that Liton on 73 would like to get a boundary in this over of the last ball. Shanto would be just trying to emulate that and do that in the next over. It's a good work by England. We saw that effort in the field from Duckett. Last 2 going England's way.
Just 5 off the previous over, 3 off this. Final delivery change of the field. Mid-off is now up, fine leg has dropped back onto the boundary, so a whole heap of field is on the boundary on the leg side. And chance and out. This one has been taken. A lovely innings from Lytton Kumar Das comes to an end.
Yes, that was on the cards. I told you about that little bit of pressure building in the previous over, and in this, good work for England. Tempted, but the delivery maybe not quite there for the shot. Not really getting a hold of it, and in the process holds out to Salt, and at last some success for Jordan and England. Lytton Das, after a very good knock, goes out for 73. It's 139 for 2.
Shakib Al Hassan, captain of Bangladesh, has made his way out into the middle. It's all about strike rate from here on in with just 3 overs remaining, so no need to worry about the average. He's a very dangerous player. Didn't trouble the scorers in the previous T20 international, but here is the wicket. Just picks the man out.
Yes, I think it's a ball which will tempt you, but unfortunately for Liton Dash, couldn't take it over the top. The intention was to go all the way. At last, he has something to be relieved about. And he comes and he throws his bat straight away. Oh, that's Najmul Hasan Shanto. Sorry, the fielders, the batters had changed over when the catch was taken. Or that was the over. That was the end of the over. So Shanto was back in strike. But it is Shakib now on strike.
It's another one of the new rules that have come into play. Is the batter who is out has to, the non-striker will have to remain where he is, even if they do cross while attempting a run. Now it is Shakib on strike. Swings away, swings away. Rashid does well at third man. Amazing, just fearless batting. Walks in first ball, has a swing.
Well, that was the intention showed in the previous game also. On that occasion, he held out. This time around, not in absolute control. Such a semblance of an opportunity, but thankfully falling short of the fielder. But Shakib is not going to die wandering, is he? And see, the intention is pretty clear from the skipper. Let's carry on in the same vein that Liton did.
Oh, he just side-footed it past the post.
Well, you're 3 to aim at, but I don't think it's going to qualify for your team, Manchester United, HD. With that kind of attempt with the foot. There it is on the belly. Archer following up. Misses the target there.
Slow ball out the back of the hand, just 108 kilometers an hour. Just don't think Bangladesh need to needlessly swing at everything. The skill levels of this man. I don't think they needlessly need to swing at everything here. They're 142 for 2. They get another 24 runs from here, 8 and over. I tell you what, that is an extremely tough total to chase down. What they don't want to do is just swing and lose a wicket, then another wicket, and get themselves into bother here with the last few.
Absolutely right, HD. I think it'll be up to Shakib Al Hassan to just say, you know, we've got still enough deliveries. He's adjusted at the last moment to that shot. Even that height of the bounce of the ball a little disconcerting. But Shanto, with 35 of 26, you'd expect him to maybe be a little more conventional and make some innovations in the middle and try to maybe premeditate some shots. But it has been good from Archer so far. Just the 4 runs, couple of deliveries to go.
I'm going to be listening to you closely, Mr. Chaudhry, because if he has a swing at one and he gets out and you criticize him, I'm going to say, but you encouraged him to be aggressive.
Thankfully, they can't hear me in the middle, Mr. Ackerman. But this is the time. You see, got to go for it. But all credit to the bowler. It is that bounce. It is that slowing down the pace of the ball. Still field with 4 runs in the over. Something's got to give here.
So that over will only yield 5. It's been good from England the last 3, 144 for 2. Rojas played beautifully for his 73. Shanto continues with the form that he's shown over the last couple of months, really, continuing from where he left off in the BPL. This fella's been good. Couple of Yorkers.
Very good ones. Tied him down, the pressure. Then the slow ball. It didn't really come up to the pace that Leydon wanted, and didn't get him to get the timing right in the process, holding out in the deep. Very intelligently done. The variations of pace, the lengths, everything worked to perfection there by Jordan.
Well, it'll be difficult for him to try and bowl Yorkers now at off stump, because the ball could just be sliced away through the offside. There's no protection at all there with a backward point and a third inside the 30-yard circle. Jofra Archer will go onto the sweeper boundary on the offside. But I think you're going to find cutters into the surface again here from Jordan. 12 balls remain of this Bangladesh innings. They're in a good position. They'll want to finish well here, the men in green. That'll be 4. That will be 4.
That's a little toddy down the leg side. Easy pickings for Najmul Hussain Shanto. All he does is flick it away. Look at the angle, the pace of the ball. Simple enough to whip it away. Perfectly put, bat on ball, and no chance for any of the fielder. Races away for a welcome boundary.
I must admit, I can't understand the option, the decision on that delivery. If he wants to go full, then I don't think he can have third inside the circle. By having third inside the circle, he forces himself to bowl at leg stump. And that pitched outside leg and given. Just at first glance, I thought it had pitched outside leg stump. But Shanto has said, let's have a look at this. I want to go upstairs.
Umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out. Front foot is checked and it's a fair delivery. We can start with front on spin vision, please. Ball appears to be missing the bat. Can I confirm that with ultra edge, please? Keep it rolling through. I can see gap between bat and ball. I'm satisfied, no bat involved. You can go for the ball tracking when available, please. Original decision is out. Ball pitching outside leg. I'm going back to on-field umpire, please. Tanveer, I would recommend you to change your decision from out to not out.
Changed.
You're on screen. You can signal now.
You read it right, HD. It was pitching outside leg. It seemed obvious, but umpire maybe thought it might have been pitching in line, gave that out, but it has been reversed. And Shanto goes on.
Work for Archer. Does well. And will scamper through for 2.
The orthodox shots they really yield fruit, because see, sometimes in the last 3 overs, 5 runs, 3 runs, 5 runs, they're throwing that bat at virtually everything, not really committing themselves to the line or length of the ball. When you just get a boundary, maybe it's a little bit of a free gift, that first one down the leg side, but then you play orthodox shots, you can just make your way to 10, 12 runs and over.
Again, that just sits in the wicket. A bit of fielding. Duck it. Oh, we're going to have a little look upstairs here. It's going to be a Mr. White detergent power decision pending.
Third umpire to director, we have an umpire referral for run out at the striker's end. Can I have your best side on angle, please? Keep it rolling through, keep it rolling. Bat is grounded behind the popping crease. I have a decision for the big screen.
So the Mr. White detergent powder decision will be not out. A good throw. I tell you, was a little closer than I thought.
And the keeper wasn't overly excited didn't really appeal, but I think it's always a good option to go. Use technology when it's available. 2 appeals attempted by England, both going in favor of Bangladesh in this over.
Picks up the man at extra cover. 9 from the over.
Yeah, and, possibly now with Shakib on strike, with the mindset he has had, he'd like to use the pace of Jordan. Jordan is a wily bowler. He'll try to slow it down. Go and ask the batter to manufacture the shot. Be a wise option not to offer him any pace at this time.
Who bowls the final over? Sam Curran, Chris Wokes. Be a leg by. And that will finish the 19th. 154 for 2. Something they've done really well throughout this series, Bangladesh, is the running between the wickets. 12 twos in this one already. Not the biggest ground. 64 meters square of the wicket on both sides. But they've pushed the field every single time a stroke has been hit in the outfield. The Bangladesh batters have scampered. They've run hard. It'll be Sam Curran, the left armour, who will get the final over. England have fought back well here in the last few overs.
Except for the last one, which went for 10. They had 3 overs which produced only 13 runs prior to that. So definitely just bottling things up. They want to finish so that Bangladesh really don't go rampant and throw their bats at virtually everything and get a big last over in.
Well bowled. Now with the field, surely Shanto sets up for the cutter into the surface. The 2 different deliveries that Curran will probably want to bowl. Yorker at the stumps, which is a tough one with fine leg up inside the circle, but there is a deep square leg. Otherwise, hard cutter into the pitch. That's what Shanto will be setting up for, to swing away on that leg side if he gets it. He works it away on the offside. This will just be one. Just be one. Shakib says, get back.
I knew wise option too, because that was fielded very well. That is good to see. They picked up their fielding in the deep, covered that ground, ensured that the batters, despite that quick run taken, were not allowed to go for the second one. Shakib straight away sending back Shanto. Good release from the deep.
I'll tell you what, the umpire needs to have a word, because he decided to run right up the middle of the surface. Up and back.
This is absolutely top class from Sam Curran. Death overs can be so difficult for bowlers, particularly when batters are really looking to get after you with shots that are really not out of the textbooks. And then just keeping them down. 2 runs in the first 3 deliveries. Marvelous comeback by the bowlers.
Umpire to director, we have a player review for caught behind. On-field decision is not out. I've checked the front foot and it's a fair delivery. We can go to front on spin vision, please.
Is it a player review?
It is, it is. Ball appears to be passing close to the glove. Can I have alters, please? Keep it rolling through. Gap between bat and ball. Keep it going. Keep it going. Flat line as the ball passes the bat. I'm satisfied. No bat involved. You can go back to the on-field umpire, please. Shaikat, you are going to stay with your not out decision. You are on screen. You can signal now.
Well, no wonder we all missed that,
One ball, sir.
because the ball missed the outside edge as well. Josh Butler just taking a little bit of a chance here in the last over. More in hope.
Yeah, clutching at straws, but at least it's a dot ball, which is important from England's perspective. There was no appeal initially, so no decision needed to be given by the umpire, which was reviewed anyway.
Fine leg had just been moved back onto the boundary. A good decision there by Butler.
Well, Josh Butler is ready for something. You can see he's taken one of his gloves off and tucked it in the back of his trousers. So he's trying to get a run out and realizing that the batters are going to go for every single run. They're going to take a chance. Alert to the fact this is good, anticipation of maybe what's going through the batter's mind. Good from Butler. But I just feel that Najmul Hussain Shanto, with the 2 deliveries left, is going to throw his bat at this one.
Well, he needs 4 for a half century. He still needs 4 for a half century. This over's just gone for 3. England have won these last 5 overs no matter what happens with this last delivery. They needed to, because at one point looked as like they were going to be chasing anywhere near 200.
Done a great job, Sam Curran, coming back. Mentioned, you've got to keep your cool as a bowler in the last few overs. They've done excellently well. Look at the, from 7 to 15, 85 for 1, and suddenly between 16 and 20, when you'd expect the change of gears, it's gone the other way around. Good work by the English bowlers.
Final delivery of the Bangladesh innings. Fine leg does go back onto the boundary. Those 4 men saving one are all on the offside. They'll push hard. Should only be 1, and will be. So a brilliant comeback by England at the back end. Sam Curran's 20th over going for just 4 runs. Bangladesh finish on 158 for 2. Shanto unbeaten on 47.
Well, he has really bowled well. That last over, England bowlers have kept their cool, ensured that they didn't offer freebies. There's a lot of Yorker deliveries, good from the 2 batters, but they couldn't finish off with a flourish. They needed to. They're bogged down by some good bowling, as I mentioned. Shakib Al Hasan didn't have too many deliveries to face, but Shanto, 47 of 36, really gave that momentum in the middle part of the innings, which was not really converted to big numbers in the latter part.
Das needed some runs, and he delivered in a big game. 73 of just 57 deliveries. Ronnie has certainly justified his recall back into this T20 international side. And Shanto, will he just continue scoring runs? 47 of 36. Partnership of 55 between Ronnie and Litton. Maintaining one between Shanto and Litton Das.